Go.
Who, me? Okay.
Yeah.
Evening all. Evening chaps. We are on Combined Ops. We are on our third session of Dungeons and Dragons. We've seen our adventurers so far fight their way through Nightstone, defeating ogres, goblins, and bandits. We've seen them go to Daggerford and meet the mysterious Visanti and end up in Ravenloft on a perilous mission to help the Visanti and their liege lord.
Whoa. No one said perilous. No one described this journey as perilous.
Would we be playing it if it wasn't perilous? Just putting it out there, potentially.
I joined because I was told it was a safe journey.
In Ponyville.
Okay, well I can get the unicorns out if you want. I mean, we can have that if you want. A blessing of unicorns.
I mean, sure.
No. They've got those sharp horns. They could be pretty dangerous.
Oh no, but
That's a different subject.
They do have some really cool stuff on them. So.
Yeah, I am going to breed unicorns at some point, but let's not go there right now.
So, like a unicorn breeder.
Well, imagine that for weddings and bar mitzvahs and birthdays. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I've got like unicorns. Just imagine what unicorns would look like in County Durham. Anyway, like a pit pony with a cornetto stuck to its head. Anywho, let's get back on track a minute. Back on track. We have a new member of our party. I am only going to introduce him as the Paladin.
The Paladin.
Do the rest himself. The Paladin.
I am Drovok. I am a dragon-born Paladin. I was a former soldier in my former life. Before seeing the light and helping my brother in arms and also in blood.
Who's your brother?
Your brother's character.
Oh, you do not?
Well, I haven't got any names yet, so.
Oh, you haven't really notes.
Never work with family.
Yeah, you can pick your friends and your fellow adventurers. You can't pick your family.
If I want to take someone to Ravensloft to die with me, it's gonna be my bro.
Yeah, but I'll just sort of say, we understand the burden that Andy's had for all these years having you as a brother. So
he is my older brother.
Yeah,
it's only by a couple of years. Jeez.
So old.
Family
but I am still the favourite though, so you know.
No, Johnny's favourite.
Right. So without further ado, unfortunately I'm gonna have to take down the screen because I've only bought the PDF of the adventure so far. The book is in the post. I bought it off eBay and I bought it on the 9th of September, and the delivery date is between the 23rd and 28th of September. That's just
nice.
Yeah, that's free postage for you. Oh well, right. So for bringing this into closer, we can now work out where we are. So a very quick recap. The guys have agreed to help the Visanti with their liege lord and try and basically turn him from being a tyrant into what he was before. The Visanti refused to speak of their name, of their dreadlord, and provide no additional information to you guys. The only information you get out of them is that Madame Eva has the answers to you seek. You have agreed to accompany them and lead them south, and it's uneventful until you are engulfed by the mists of Ravenloft. Transporting the characters and the Visanti to Barovia. The Visanti then lead the party safely to their leader. You can basically meet Madame Eva. At which point we move on to we meet her. So we have lost 2 members of the party so far.
They're around.
All dead.
They're around and they'll be back, I'm sure. We'll somehow magically pull them in. But yes. So yeah, just trying to get past this little bit here where you can. Okay. As we better organised next time. I do apologise for tonight, guys. It's a bit. I'm feeling a little bit unorganised.
Shambles.
It is a bit of a
Shocking.
shambles.
It is shocking.
It is shocking.
It's since his birthday, so it's
It's got old. It's just-
I've become forgetful. I really have become quite forgetful in my old age. Yes, I have some maps to share with you guys eventually once you start exploring as well. So that'll be useful, and some very, very, very pretty pictures of Barovia as well, which you'll be quite impressed by.
the ones from please.
None of those pictures, mate. I keep those pictures. They're special to me.
They are precious.
Precious.
Okay.
Oh, right. Too right. I'm trying to find out how we get to Oh, as I say, I do apologise. I'm trying to work out where we are. Here we are. So you're taken to Madame Eva. So here we go. Come on, Chris. Where's Madame Eva gone? I would like to be. I think I probably need a little bit more preparation time, don't I? I'm an audio, it's not good. Okay. Here we are. Right. I can't find it. Sorry about this, guys. This is why I like paper. I like paper far, far better than PDF
Oh yeah.
because I can actually
Speed
work
read.
out where we're meant to be. I can actually work out where we're meant to be.
Matt, was that you?
What? Someone shouting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the Plimovians outside.
Just wondering where the hell we're going and why Chris hasn't organised.
Probably having a punch up in the car park.
Why Chris hasn't organised himself better and sorted things out just a little bit, but yeah.
They're actually just shouting at you, mate. They're just wondering why you're not ready.
Like, hurry up!
Chris has been for curry and
Come on, we're in.
5 pints of Cobra tonight, so he's doing quite well.
Well, on a lighter note, I've bought a bomb just in case.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We've now got a rogue terrorist.
Just explain what a bomb. Explain to everyone what a bomb does. Explain to people who may not know what a bomb does.
Light and throw the bomb up to 60 feet away. Each creature within 5 feet of the point must succeed a DC 12 dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 fire damage.
Where did you pick that up?
He bought it
In a shop.
This is why I gave basically all my money to a censor after the last thing. I was just like, just take it because we're going to help these guys out for free.
And then he went and got himself a holy hand grenade.
And then he bought a shit ton of stuff, and I bought nothing.
If you give it to me, I'll bless it for you. Then it would be a holy hand grenade.
Oh, yes. And I also bought some new daggers with +1, a new crossbow bolt, handgun thing, and a new bow arrow. So, yes, spend it.
So what exactly did you buy, Matt, out of your money? Did you have any money at all, or was it just...
I got 10 gold. I'm just going to keep hold of it.
Matt just needs to line them up in a straight line. And...
Yeah, exactly. I just breathe. And now, do you know the best thing now is if me and Andrew get either side of them, we can breathe on them from both sides.
Tag team.
Lightning power.
I'll just sit there and watch.
Right.
Did you order your guys roasted or extra crispy?
Well, neither of us breathe fire, so it's going to be whatever lightning does to stuff.
I mean, no, lightning makes things crispy.
I guess. I don't know if it's edible.
Well, I do have a spell.
Cooked human.
No. It's better than that. It's called Purify Food and Drink.
That's useful.
All non-food and drink within 5-foot radius sphere, centered on a point of your choice within range, is purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
Oh.
That's actually pretty useful.
So the Milky Bars are on me.
I have a bear skin.
Oh, you're still carrying that?
Yeah.
A bear skin?
Yeah.
There was a bear skin rug. He took it. Did you take the tapestry in the end as well?
No, I didn't do that.
Was it a flying bear skin?
No. Just a straight up rug.
It wasn't an owl bear either, which I meant to be really mean. But,
you should probably try and get that enchanted to fly.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely can get flying carpets somewhere.
Oh, you definitely, and brooms.
So, here we go. The Visanti take you to see Madame Eva. And I'm meeting Madame Eva. She's a fortune teller. And she lives among the Visanti. She appears to be in her 70s. But in fact, so she appears to be in her 70s.
Are we in a court or a tent or something, or what?
Yeah, you basically you meet her in a caravan at the camp, the Santi camp.
Is this like
the camp?
Is this like a permanent sort of camp, or is this more like another traveller's camp?
It's pretty permanent. I mean, it's pretty set up in a permanent way. So, but they've obviously brought you into this camp, and
we just like
offered.
Did we just like sort of teleport here? Like, obviously, because when we were in the caravan, the mist came in, and we suddenly were.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what's happened is you were traveling south on the road, and then the mist descended around you, and before you knew it, you were in Ravenloft. I think we'll come on to what that means as we go along. But you are now kind of basically inside the mist of Ravenloft. And I mean, to give you some descriptors on Ravenloft itself, I mean, it's like daylight, but it's not. If you know what I mean, it's like a half light.
Yeah.
So like a twilight sort of thing.
Eclipse light.
You can sense it's daytime, but it's all a bit kind of. It's not quite. Yeah, it's kind of around the edges. It's all a bit. There's like creeping fog and basically the lay of the land is like just rolling thunder clouds. They cast a grey pall over the land and above you. There's like a deathly stillness. It hangs like a very early morning kind of stillness hangs around it. It's full of evergreen trees, so it's full of pines and other types of trees like that. So it's kind of like a mountainous kind of valley mountains, and there's peaks of mountains with snow on the top of them still, with rugged slopes. And then there's a tree line. Obviously above the tree line there's kind of like the snow and everything as well. And then there's streams of ice cold water which kind of pour off these mountains into lakes and rivers. And then obviously there's as we explore, there's obviously places to visit, but everything is has a kind of shrouding of mist, and there's dark silhouettes of things, and then, as you say, there's this kind of fog that surrounds the land of Barovia and engulfs any creature that tries to that goes towards it. And so it's all very, I say, the sunlight, it never really shines. The land, it's kind of, the sky's dim by fog and storm clouds, and the light it's strangely muted. Kind of, it's a bright light, but it's not considered sunlight.
Okay.
So
Sure.
Sounds like Mordor.
but it's kind of
like in constant darkness.
yeah. It's not in constant darkness. You would say it was day, and there's night. It's very distinct. That there's obviously a difference, but when it's day, it's never a bright sunlight.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it day now?
It's day now. You've arrived in the daytime at the camp, and you're kind of ushered towards Madame Eva to visit her.
Okay.
I mean, what you can tell from the Vicenti is they are, or the Visanta, as they are singular, the wanderers. They live outside of civilization, travelling around in horse-drawn, barrel-topped wagons called Vados, which they build themselves. And then they're what you saw the people of Barovia so far, the Visanti are very flamboyant, dress in bright clothes and laugh often and drink heartily. And they feel at home in this land, which seems very dreary, but they feel at home. You see they have skills in silversmith and coppersmith, and cooks and weavers and musicians and entertainers and storytellers and horse traders, of course, because they have horses. They tell fortunes and sell information, and they spend whatever they earn to support like kind of their lavish lifestyles. They spend that money, and they show their prosperity by what they wear and how glamorous their wagon is and things like that.
You said you were still playing.
I
You
think-
still playing?
What?
You still playing?
Oh, this one on here. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, okay.
So then, I'm just going to approach the caravan. Knock on the
Yeah.
door.
Let's head in.
Am I already in the group now?
Yeah, I mean,
I joined on the way.
Yeah, you were magically transported on a different path potentially, but you were here for the same reason. You were trapped by the Visanti. There's a number of different ways they could have done that. They can actually take you to the campfire, and I think this is the storyline we used for you. Actually, you were at the campfire. They fed you wine, and the next thing you knew, you woke up in the back of a wagon.
With
Kind
no
of.
pants.
It wasn't even drugged. I just drank too much.
Basically, they gave you some 7% cider and Bugmans, and the next thing you knew, you woke up with a bit of sick around your mouth, and yeah, Anyway, we won't go there. So yeah, I will never forget that. Never.
Sorry, Matt.
Yeah. So yeah, he's the man. So that's it. I mean, I will share pictures of what the Visanti look like, but you can imagine they're like a gypsy folk.
Yeah, like
folk of
typical like
travel.
hard sort of lifed work. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Have I seen the other group yet?
Yeah, you woke up in the wagon. The guys saw this paladin kind of snoring, and then Matt recognised that you were his brother, which is
No,
uncanny.
I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know he's a paladin. I know he joined the army.
All right, but do you know he's your brother?
I haven't. He's just a waste of space in the back of the wagon at the moment.
All right, so you've it's the space in the back of the wagon. You two can hear us.
I'm still sleeping.
All I hear is
snoring.
chainmail like clanking away.
So you get the snoring dragonborn, giving it large in the back of the wagon. So it really is. Yeah. So I say it's really if you want to meet Madam Eva or what? I mean the leader. Who I should remember his name straight away, but I've obviously forgotten it instantly, which is very useful, Christopher.
Is it Stanimir? Stanimir.
Yeah, he says that it's a good idea to have before you can help them. It's a good idea to meet Madam Eva, and she will teach you more about our peoples and also what we need your help with.
I mean, okay. How did we get to this place? But let's just ignore that and let's get on with the mission.
We've traveled for many days on our wagons. I don't understand your problem. We traveled south and we have come to our homeland.
What's all the shadows in the mist?
As I say, my lord is our liege lord is troubled, and we need to understand what's going on, why this land is like it is, because it's just something not quite right. So it's up to you if you what you want to do.
Let's go.
Obviously, you might want to meet up with your snoring dragonborn at the same time.
Go and kick their head. Drop off away.
I'll look at the guy and be like, "Who's this?"
Yeah.
I thought you wanted some heroes on this journey. Who's this waste of space?
So it's really over to Andy's. Oh, I need your character added to the campaign, mate. That's what I need to do. It's really over to you, Andy. With your character, what you wish to do about how you want to respond.
I guess I'm still sleeping, but as a paladin, I can sense evil, and as I was drugged and not actually fallen asleep or drunk too much Bugman's special brew, I will feel like a presence of like evil, and I'll sit upright, bolt upright, and I'll search my holy symbol and clutch it. And I'll be like,
so,
yeah. And I'm in the back of the wagon, so I'm like scanning around for something, and I'll just lock eyes with Matt and be like, "What are you doing here?"
Well, nice to see you too.
Where am I? I don't remember a thing.
No, you wouldn't. You haven't changed a bit.
Well, in the Lord of the Divine Light.
Wait, when did you start worshipping Bahamut?
Well, at the main battlegrounds, where I believe that your presence was missed.
I was busy.
Sure. You tell that to Father.
I would, but he's not with us anymore.
I want to interrupt this conversation to save the argument for later.
Yeah, you're right. My colleague is right. We have business here. I assume you're on the same journey?
Indeed, I'm here to see the Madam Eve.
Okay, so you've decided that you will all go and see her then.
Yes.
I'll say just bind the two Dragonborn.
Just pulling up the plan because I've got there. So you guys are ushered into see Madam Eva.
Do we all have
As
our weapons and armor and goodies?
Damn
and
right
all
I
that?
do.
Yeah. There's been no
Okay.
fingering.
So
You're,
they
quite safe.
they like completely trust us with everything that's on us, and
Well, yeah. There's no. I mean, but
They didn't
they
seem too
trust
bad, to be
you.
fair.
Yeah. I mean, they trust you enough to go and see Madam Eva with all your kit on you, which means either they're very, very stupid, or Madam Eva can probably look after herself.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
let's find out.
I heard about Matt's awesome archery skills.
Yeah. I mean, it's entirely up to you guys if you wanna take on Madam Eva, but that really is up to you guys.
No, we're just here for a chat.
Right. So she sat in a sort of smoky caravan, and she sat behind a table, and she's shuffling cards.
If I get the death card, I'm out.
Yeah.
If it's upside down. If it's the right way up, I'm fine.
Can I tell what type of cards they are?
If you want to make a check, yes, you can. So
What am I doing it on? Am I doing it on like wisdom?
I'd say wisdom, yeah. You can all make. I mean, if obviously we've got the paladin making the first wisdom check, but yeah.
So it is wisdom, okay.
I'll take an investigation check. I want to have a good look around, see if I take anything in.
Okay.
Okay. Is it a wisdom saving throw or just like a wisdom check?
No, it'll just be a wisdom.
It's a wisdom check.
Wisdom
check,
okay.
and I
18.
I'm 18.
18. I have a -1. I rolled a
you-
19.
That's fantastic. You recognize it as tarot cards,
Okay, cool.
which are used to tell fortunes, basically. Not unlike
Do they look like an old set? Like they've been used like a lot?
What's the matter?
yeah.
Okay.
on my investigation check, I rolled an 18 plus 2, so 20. I just want to take a good look around, see if anything jumps out at me, anything I notice is, out of the ordinary.
Not a lot really. I mean, it is just a caravan. And obviously, there's Madam Eva sat there, and she's shuffling cards and asking you to sit down. There's kind of cushions and throws and things. There's nothing really in there that's going to cause you any harm. From what you've rolled there, there's nothing there to sort of hurt you or to cause you any problems.
I take a seat.
Yes, I take a seat and ask why have you called us here for?
She goes, well, Stanimir explained, I do believe, that we need your help with our lord, our liege lord.
Why do you need our help? Why can't you do
Strahd? Our lord Strahd is troubled.
No.
What? What's wrong?
Nothing. I would just when you ask for heroes, I think you're going to be greatly disappointed.
Okay. Yeah. So she basically explains that there seems to be something that they've served their lord for many years and through generations. She claims to have served him for 4 generations as well, and that there's a sort of honor debt to the Visanti because they saved him, and that they have a right to come and go. After he'd been wounded in battle, obviously they've nursed him back to health. So the person they're talking about on the fire is Strahd, their lord. So it's basically that she wants you to sort of try and find out what's going on and also basically help the people and help the Visanti basically to she explains that Strahd's come from a royal bloodline that he died centuries and that he died centuries ago. Yeah, he seems to endure even now. He seems to be alive, and she does refer to him as the Devil Strahd every now and again in a conversation. She doesn't mean to, but she lets it slip out every so often. He has taken many consorts and Barovian peasant girls, and his castle is named Ravenloft, which is after his beloved mother, Queen Ravilia.
Would you say this was some sort of curse?
She doesn't really know. I mean, she says, as I say, that she thinks he feasts on the blood of the living.
And I'm done.
Mic drop.
They feast on the blood of the living. I clutch my holy symbol a little bit tighter.
I've got a plan.
Andy, can your character bless water?
I think that's clerics. I'm pretty sure that's clerics.
Is that just clerics?
Yeah.
I do have bless. Cure word.
Maybe then.
Down to the DM, I would have thought.
I mean, I could bless up to 3 creatures of your choice. And whenever an attack or saving throw, you get to add a d4 to that roll.
Should come in handy.
Yeah. I've also got protection from good and evil. And sanctuary.
Right.
Sanctuary!
So I turn to Madame Eva and I ask, is this curse on Strahd? Curse on the land as well?
She thinks it is, and she sort of explains that she feels that your help would basically probably clear the land of this
Evil taint.
this strange curse. Yeah, there's an evil taint in my land, and that she really needs your help to be able to kind of to basically clear this.
Okay.
And obviously they'll be heavily rewarded, right?
So it's a lawful good.
Hey, yeah.
She says that Strahd has many treasures, and you would have the pick of those treasures if you were successful.
Well, it would be my divine right to destroy all evil. So I will partake in destroying this cursed creature.
All evil. Okay. Perfect sense. Yeah.
And I slap my brother on the shoulder and I'd be like, and my brother will definitely follow me into combat.
What?
I speak for us as a family, as now head of the family.
Whoa! We have not been a family for many years.
She goes, I don't understand you two. You are brothers. You shouldn't be like this. You should be more caring of each other. This is all you have.
Whoa. Mother's somewhere.
How many days travel is Ravenloft from here?
She doesn't know because she isn't probably not the person to ask this. She doesn't really know. She goes, there's a village. The village of Barovia is close. You need to visit there. But she suggests that first she should read your fortunes.
Cool.
All right. I'm
Oh,
up for this.
Let Matt go first.
I'm up for this. Let's do this. First has got to be the best, right? Come on. Take my dragony palms.
Right. So she doesn't
So
do
scaly.
palm. She doesn't do palm reading, unfortunately, because your dragony palms are worrying me. So,
she's got
so
tarot cards in front of her. She's like,
she's like looking at your palm and going, "What are you doing?
All
How
right,
can I read? How
get some
can I read
tea
your palm? Your palm is a scaly mess. I can't read it." So she places 5 cards face down in front of you.
Oh.
And those 5 cards, she explains.
In what shape are they?
The 5 cards are in the shape of a cross.
Oh, yeah, I know this one.
So she goes, "Do you? Oh, that's useful. I'm glad you know this one, you arrogant dragonborn."
How much
she
money?
does it.
What we betting on this?
So she goes round in a circle. She starts on the left and she says, This card will show you the Tome of Strahd.
Oh.
It tells you a history, the knowledge of the ancients who will help you better understand your enemy."
Ooh, okay.
When she moves the card at the top, number 2, as he would go around in a circle, she goes, "This card tells a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. This is the holy symbol of Ravenkind." And then she goes to the left card now, as she goes round in a circle, and she says, "This card, power and strength, it tells of a weapon of vengeance and a sword of sunlight." Then she moves round to card number 4, which is the one at the bottom now, and she goes, "This card sheds light on one will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. This will show you Strahd's enemy." And the last card right in the centre, she looks at you gravely and says this in a hushed tone. "Your enemy is a creature of darkness, with powers that are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. This card will lead you to Strahd."
Okay.
that was deep.
I liked it.
Feels quite cool.
There's a lot to
so-
take in.
So-
I got most of it.
She turns the first card over, which is basically where the tome is number 1, where the tome of Strahd is, and she reads out the card is two swords, and she refers to it as the paladin. I see a sleeping prince. Might want to write this down, guys, just in case. Just putting it out there, just in case you weren't making notes already.
I've got my notebook.
I see
haven't started today.
I see a sleeping prince, a servant of light, and a brother of darkness. The treasure lies within.
I don't know where my pen is.
Oh, I want your mom. I want you.
I got it.
Remember, it's a treasure.
Right then.
So this is where the Tome of Strahd is held.
Was it Sleeping Prince?
I have to repeat it. Do I?
It was
Dragonborn? Do I have
it was
to repeat myself?
Sleeping Prince, Brother of Darkness, with a treasure within.
Got it.
A servant of light. Do not forget the
Servant
light.
of Light.
I see a sleeping prince, a servant of light, and a brother of darkness, where treasure lies within. I will not repeat myself again.
Okay, we got it. Next card.
She turns the top one over, which refers to refers to the holy symbol of Ravenkind. This card tells of powerful forces, the good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. He turns this card over. The one of stars. The transmuter, she refers to it as. Go to a place of a dizzying heights where the stone itself is alive. The next one is the sun sword, wasn't it? The weapon which will help you. She turns a card over. The master of coins, the rogue. I see a nest of ravens. There you will find your prize.
Sounds simple.
And then she turns the next one over, which is the enemy of Strahd, the one who will help you. And she goes, the seven of glyphs, the charlatan. And she looks you straight in the eye, Matt Rattenbury.
That's not my name.
Sorry, what's your name again? I
Brago.
forget. Brago. She looks you right in the eye, Brago. When she says charlatan. And she repeats charlatan.
Whoa!
I go, agreed.
I'll just punch you in the face.
I see a lonely mill on a precipice.
Yeah, she knows me.
The treasure lies within.
Lonely mill, precipice.
A lonely mill. So lonely.
Then she tears that card up and pulls another one out for some reason. She looks scared.
What is it?
And she pulls another card out.
Why are you cheating?
Why am I cheating? Because I read the wrong thing out. Search for a troubled young man surrounded by wealth and madness. His home is his prison. And then the last one, which is Strahd himself, the devil. And she says the beast sits on his dark throne.
And I mean, do we know if he's going to be there a while? Because it looks like we've got a few things to find first.
Wait, is a picture of Strahd sat on, like as the devil on a throne?
No. Nope.
No.
It's a beast.
A beast.
Jack. It's a third. Yeah, I mean, actually a card that relates to that.
Just realised what was on my fan at all.
What, the beast?
Well, judging by what I've heard already, and can I do a I want to do like an intelligence test or something like that along those lines to see if I can have a ball ground idea of what we're going to face, like something dark. But obviously, it's like it drinks the blood of the living. So I'm thinking like vampire. Would I have the knowledge of that creature
Yeah,
already?
I mean, it's pretty well known folklore and knowledge that there is vampires
Yeah.
in this world, and they drink blood.
So can we like
So-
automatically assume that it's going to be a vampire?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, it's gonna be some form of. So, if we recap on what we've just said,
Apologies, gents. I lost my internet.
don't worry about it. So, if we recap on what we've just said,
I've got a sleeping prince, servant of light, brother of darkness, treasure within.
Got that.
I've got
Transmuter, place of dizzying heights, stone itself is alive.
yeah, and the mill, haven't you? I think, wasn't it?
And it was the nest of ravens.
a rogue, a place full of coins, and a nest of ravens. And then it was the lonely mill.
Yeah, which is gone because I got that a little bit wrong. So I do
So
apologise.
search for a troubled young man.
Oh, the windy mill's gone. The lonely mill.
Yeah, the search for a troubled young man.
A
surrounded by
troubled young man, a wealthy troubled man, whose home is his prison.
and then the beast. The beast sits on his dark
On
throne.
his dark throne.
Right. So good fortune telling there.
What are next week's lottery numbers?
How many of the party are going to die on this adventure?
I cannot tell you that. Hold on, let me pull a card out. No, I still don't really know.
Computer says
I can,
no.
I can guarantee a dragonborn will die.
Yes! I've got 50-50. I'll take those odds.
No, she doesn't say that at all. No, she's basically that's it, and she seems spent from the card reading as well. Seems like it's taken it out of her.
Drawing those 5 cards.
Well, because it took a lot of
Magical essence.
spiritual knowledge, and magical lessons to do this. Smart
Can
pants.
No, actually, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Is any holy places local or close by?
Where should we begin?
Well, she suggests again, I say, probably taking the clues you have and maybe he's trying to investigate where you can find out what those clues mean, and where those places are. So it's probably worth visiting the village of Barovia. She suggests to find out. She doesn't think the Visanti can help you much more than you've already been helped.
No, of course not. Anyway.
Oh, my pencil.
I mean, they did offer me some like bows and shit. But anyway. I mean, I'm just let's have a group huddle. Let's get out of this tent. It's a bit stuffy in here.
Okay.
Let's have a group huddle and decide.
So as you come out the tent,
Yeah.
as you come out the tent, the mist is cleared somewhat. You can see now where the road you came down gradually kind of turned into a muddy path with deep ruts. From the coming and going of wagons, you can see that they spend a lot of time here. The canopy of mist and branches has given way to black clouds boiling far above, and we are actually stood in a clearing next to a river, which is widened to a small sort of lake kind of formation, and it's several kind of 100 feet across. There's 5 colourful tents around you. Each is about 10 feet in diameter, and pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-top wagons and much larger tent stands, and that's where you've just been inside. And then there's unbridled horses basically drinking from the river. And then there's kind of
Have we
you can hear
like
them.
all left as well? We will just come out at the same time.
Yeah, I thought you'd.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's in the farther distance?
Just forest, really, where you
Yes.
Forest, is it?
And there's like a mournful strain of accordions clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around the bonfire.
All I'm saying is thank God it's forest.
Is that your like natural habitat?
But yeah, I've got natural explorer. I can never get lost in a forest, and I can forage extra food in forest and track them and stuff.
Because I have no food on me.
As you look out, you can see that the footpath continues beyond this encampment and meanders north between the river and the forest edge.
Okay.
Right. So what's everyone got?
I mean, we believe her, right? Is that what we're saying? That isn't just horse shit that we just listened to?
Well, we did get teleported somewhere. So
Yeah.
business.
And I do sense we should have insight checked it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was going to, and then I thought my insight's -1, so.
Mine's.
I mean, just we now believe in fortune telling. Is this? We're practical people here. I mean, I live off the land. I've seen some weird things. I can kind of believe it.
Well, God speaks to me, so why can't we glimpse into the future?
See alcohol.
As you stood there, a Vasanti comes up to you and offers you wine and says,
"Yes,
you want to come and warm yourselves around the campfire?"
Oh, not again.
I'm a little bit skeptical.
Take an insight test.
I'm going to cast.
Oh, you blessing the wine.
I'm gonna cast. I can't because I've not actually got it equipped.
Yeah, I mean,
I just refuse the wine.
Okay, says you don't. It's fine. He says
it's daytime. We should head to the town sooner rather than later. I look at him and go, "How far is Barovia?"
Do you want to hear a Vasanti tale before you move on?
Will it teleport me to Barovia?
I want to search the tents. I want to see what's in there.
Okay, right.
I might find something to help.
That is true.
A map.
A map. Wouldn't it?
I mean, if there are wagons or anything to go by, and the shit they had in there, then their tent's going to have just as much shit in it.
Yeah.
Did we remember to do the this program may contain adult language before we started?
No.
You need to be 18.
He starts to say, the guy starts to say, it's fated that you would visit our humble camp. Madam Eva foretold that you would come, and she had waited. He has waited for you to arrive. And then he kind of waves at the tent you just come out of, which is Madam Eva's tent, and he says, "Do you want to hear a Visanta tale before you leave?"
I'm just going to say yes, because these guys do not shut up about their tales.
Yeah, we'll just listen.
Let's have a listen, guys.
I love a tale.
He tells us. He stands there. He goes, "Fantastic, wine.
I mean,
come round the fire.
I'm
stand.
I've gone past.
Stand by this fire."
I've gone past being skeptical of these guys. I'm gonna have a swig. I love these guys. Woo!
Can I insight check this guy?
Yeah, Casca.
16, 17.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty harmless.
He
can
seems
sense-
pretty honest.
Yeah, you can sense that they're very proud of their heritage with Strahd, who
Okay.
their ancestors rescued. But they're pretty. I mean, they seem pretty happy that you're there, and it doesn't seem like they want to either cause you any harm. And basically the wine you drank and woke up in the back of a wagon with a funny taste in your mouth and a pain in your bum. It's just that was just purely them wanting you to help. Really,
Okay.
I think.
Sure.
So-
then I grab the wine and take a swig as well.
Whoa. That's fine.
Yeah, you drop down dead. From the poison. No.
Curse you!
I joke. So the Visanti he turns to you and goes, "I will tell you a tale of a mighty wizard. Came to this land over years ago.
Can I bet his name is not Victor?
Please not Victor.
I guess
That's
he was a ugly Scotsman. No, he had a face like a pig's. No,
TP.
he stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man. Obviously, knocks Victor on the head straight away. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd, and he spits. The devil Strahd. He stirred them with their thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. He looks to the sky. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyard of Ravenloft to the precipices overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook from mountainsides, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet his magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. When the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if, anything of value. But the river Ilvis had already spirited him away.
Was his name Jeff?
I do not know his name.
Because I used to know a wizard. He was a very good wizard. He was called Jeff.
I do not
The
know.
river Ilvis.
Where does it lead?
Yeah, where does it lead and where does it finish?
It comes from the mountains, it passes by us here, and it carries on down through the land.
Are there any are there other stories of magical beings further downriver? Like just any like magical happenings or strange peoples or anything like that?
You just don't need, no, I know nothing about these things.
It was a
Only
good
thing I
story,
can-
though. I liked
It was a good story. It was gripping.
I'm glad I listened. The wine did help.
You want more wine?
If you've got some I can take with us, because we do have to go.
You can all have wine.
Yes.
Sweet.
My humble. I'm so glad you're here to help us.
It's
What-
our pleasure. It's
what
what
was
we're
your
here to
name?
do.
How long have you lived there? Ask him that.
Oh, good question.
My entire life.
Have
Which
you
is
ever
how long?
seen? Have you ever seen any monsters coming around?
How old are you?
It's just our sign.
You ask strange questions, Dragonborns. I do not understand them. As for you, ugly rogue, I got that in there. He says, yes, there's many creatures. You need to be on your guard. There's werewolves and creatures that will feed on you and bite. And there's all sorts of and mind the half humans and other things. But be careful on these roads and be careful on your quest.
How do you protect yourselves?
We gather in a group like this. We do not go out alone.
So you provide safety numbers. You don't have like any charms or magical items that help shield you from evils.
No, we have nothing.
Okay.
To
What was his
share.
name?
Basically.
He's walked away now.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was his name? Should we just call him like Dave?
Glad.
Everyone
Dave.
knows a Dave.
Dave. I'm gonna flick him a gold coin as well for his information.
Thank you.
Whoa! I'm just going to grab it.
What are you doing, Dragonborn? Where's my gold coin?
Saving up
Are you
for
insulting me?
Saving up for my new sword.
Do I have to put a hex? Do I have to put a hex on you, Dragonborn?
Well, it's for the wine and the information you gave us, and it's
for your brother stealing the coin from me.
That wasn't
Oh, I
actually.
see. Okay. I thought you were doing it to me. I was like, I give you money.
It's an insult. Right, let's go to Barovia. Which direction? Through the forest, down the road, along the river?
You could follow the river, it'd be faster.
I need the map.
Does the river lead to Barovia?
I'm desperately trying to find out.
All right, while he's looking up, group. This is what I've got so far from the rhymes and the fortune.
Yes.
So, Sleeping Prince, Brother of Darkness, Servant of Light and Darkness. I'm thinking,
That's me and you.
Does Strahd have a dead brother who was possibly fighting against him?
I have another theory. I think that's me and you, there, brother.
Okay, it's not.
But I don't know what treasure you have inside of you, but I'm willing to find out. So just lie on your back, and I've got a short sword.
I got two, bitch.
Incest.
The place of dizzying heights.
That's a mountaintop, surely.
Either that or a tower.
Mm-hmm.
I might be. I mean, we've already had that flying castle with the giants on it.
Oh yes.
I don't know about this. Tell me about a flying castle.
Well, we didn't see it.
You've heard about it.
Apparently, it was there. This other village we went to.
Watch episode 1. I'll give you a full download.
Okay, cool.
Some random blokes told you about a flying castle, and he's like, yeah,
Literally.
definitely real.
So basically, I have these magic beans, and
Yeah, pretty much. We need some magic beans. Nest of Ravens. I'm not sure.
see, the Nest of Ravens to me sounds like a tower,
A nest of ravens sounds like, like
a tower or like a mountain range, because you have like with it harpies nests and things like that.
Okay, but it's ravens.
Yeah, I know, but they're still birds, aren't they?
Harpies are like people.
Yeah, they still fly. They have feathers.
Yeah,
So it depends on the way you look at it. I'm not saying it could be harpies. I'm just saying like it could be things like that.
I was
Like
thinking
dung eagles.
Den of Thieves or something like that.
Oh, the ravens are a metaphor, aye?
Yeah.
Or what, like the underworld organization? Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Something like that, maybe.
Look, like keep an eye out for like pennants, like badges and things like sewn onto people's stuff.
The place is called Ravensloft. Having some sort of group called the Ravens is
Highly likely.
it could happen.
The way I picture this is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Top and bottom.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
And the wealthy fella, the lonely wealthy guy.
That could be anyone. It's not me. I haven't got any money.
So
That could
when
be-
we
that could be a
when we
Duke's
get
house.
when we get into town, should we like look around and see if there's a lord or something like
I mean, we
that
definitely
lives alone?
Dave's castle.
we need to find out more about Stroud and about his previous
Engagements.
life. Well, just about his life, I guess, to try and figure
Yeah.
out some of these clues.
With Thomas Stroud sits somewhere.
That's what I think we need to find.
Yeah.
I think that's what we need first before we can hit the other
So we're heading into
bits.
Bavaria.
Do you think?
How far is it to Bavaria? Is it like a walk? Do we need to get some of these horses?
It's a walk. It's a walk.
Okay, it's a walk.
So it'll take you the rest of the day to get there, but it'll be quite easy to get there.
Through the forest, down the road, along the river.
Well, basically, the guy explains you follow the river.
Is this Dave?
Dave, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's another guy. This guy's called Jeff.
Okay, so we have Dave
Jeff
and
the
Jeff.
Wizard.
Jeff of his anti-gypsy.
Jeff Battlemate.
Jeff Battlemate.
And he explains that actually his name's Voldemort. Where did that name come from? It's a good name. I like that.
Is your nickname Tom Riddle?
Yeah. Tom Riddle's there, and he says, "Give me the Philosopher's Stone, you mother." Anyway, no. Back on track.
Pete,
Chris, back on
Johnny, Fred, Sid.
Johnny, Fred, Sid, and Bongo. That's actually his name's Bongo. There you go.
His name's Bongo.
Explains that. Bongo
Bongo the Gypsy.
explains that the river. Well, you follow the river through the forest, which is probably the easiest way to do it because obviously the forest is pretty friggin' thick and useless. And then eventually you'll come to a road that will lead, which will lead north. And that road will lead you to the village of Barovia in the clearing of the woods.
Well, we've got a
Okay.
dragonborn that can't get lost in woods, so
So we are following the.
Is the woods quicker if it was a direct route?
No, it's not going to be quicker because it is literally you're going to have to hack your way through the woods, and you can follow the river.
I'm not slowed by difficult.
Clear.
I'm not slowed by difficult terrain in woods.
Yeah, but the rest of the
Yeah.
party might be.
No, my
Yeah.
whole party. I can lead you through the woods without being slowed by it.
Well, it's entirely up to you. If you want to take a direct route through the woods,
Talk about
I would
breaking the game there, man.
he's not necessarily breaking the game. What I'll say is there's a bunch of difficulty checks he has to do as he goes along to make sure he doesn't veer off course and fall down a chasm.
He doesn't get lost.
I don't get lost in woods.
That's fine. You followed the road
you,
into.
DM.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
fine.
You walk into a
There's
branch,
three-
you are now blind.
Yeah, there's 3 different ways. There's 3 different. Yeah, you're now blind Dragonborn.
And
There's 3
I'll-
different ways you can get from the.
Carry on.
No problem. Actually, it is a problem. No, it isn't. Have you any idea how much hassle I had over the last couple of days? No. There's 3 different ways. There's 3 different ways for you to get to Barovia. You can either sort of hot-foot it through the woods directly. Which
And that
will
avoids
come-
all the
will
ambushes
come-
you've set up for us.
It avoids all the ambushes I've set up for you. Of course
Welcome
it
to
does.
welcome to DMing.
Right?
I spent 2 days planning.
Yeah, actually, unfortunately, I've spent about 20 minutes planning, which it doesn't actually upset me too much tonight. But next time it might do. But also you could follow the road, which is obviously what you came in on, which is turns back into which is a mud track. But Voldemort,
Ambush sites.
he
Bongo.
guarantee Bongo Voldemort guarantees that it becomes a better track further along when it becomes less muddy, or you can follow the river in some canoes which they have. No, I don't have any canoes on mine. You can follow the river and obviously join the road and go to Barovia. And if I'm honest, guys, it's entirely up to you how you want to.
Well, I'm wearing heavy armor, so if I fall in the river, it's going to be a struggle for me to swim.
Can I just read out one line about the river? Because I really wanted to read this, because you were meant to walk alongside it. It was really nice. It says,
We can follow the river.
flows. This river, no, you have to follow the river. This river flows as clear as a blue winter sky.
I would love to see that.
Fucking lovely. You can see it now. You can see it running past the camp. You can see it. It's not a problem. Go where you like.
So I'm gonna run down the river. Run down the river.
But you can follow the river, which is, I mean, end of the day, you have to go. I mean, you have to kind of go in the woods anyway to follow the river. The river is obviously going to meander through the woods, so potentially a more direct route would be quicker. And now you've got an ability to go directly through the woods. You might as well use it.
Yep, let's go. Follow me, guys.
Through the woods. Before we leave, provisions. Obviously, it's going to take all day. Has everyone got food?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Did you not pick any up?
I guess it would say my equipment would.
You should have some rations.
Joe, at least a few rations if you've got one of the Explorer packs.
I've got a piece of a banner, a bone set. Oh no, a bone dice set.
You definitely start with some sort of rations, so you'll be fine.
Water skin.
Also, I can forage on the way through. On the way through the woods, can I try and scavenge up some wild garlic?
Do you want to roll for that, please?
Survival?
Yep.
That's pretty good. Don't know what plus.
Oh no.
17.
17, yeah. You find wild garlic.
Woohoo!
I do have rations.
Yeah, you do.
I have rations. I have 2 sets of day rations, so I've got enough rations for 2 days.
Bongo looks at you quizzically and tells you that the direct route from the woods is probably close to 5 miles. The more sort of the longer route, obviously by the road, which is clearer, would be 7 or 8 miles. So yeah, it's probably quicker.
So we're just going to speed run it through the woods.
Follow me,
What's
guys.
your-
Follow me.
What's your movement rates, guys? Just so I can get
30 feet.
30 feet.
what's your day movement rate?
Oh,
Do you know that? Do you not know that? Hold on, 2 seconds. I'll find out.
it'll just be standard, Mike, because it's 30 feet standard.
I was going to say it's
It
30
would
feet
just-
normal, isn't it? And then nighttime, it's like
Wait.
down by half, is it?
Yeah, but that's for combat. That's
Yeah,
you
30 feet's your action, like one action.
Oh, I see. Actually,
But the player's handbook has it here. It is here. Sorry, travel pace. So you are moving at normal pace, which is you can move 3 miles in an hour, and obviously because you're ignoring the terrain, because you're moving at 3 miles an hour, so it'll take you approximately 2 hours to get there.
Sweet. What time is it now?
It's just really probably just past midday.
Okay.
No,
So we should get it.
Do we want to go like super quickly, or do we want to take it a bit slower just in case?
Well, take it a bit slower. I mean, let's stay aware of our surroundings. I mean, because we know that there's nasty things in the woods anyway. It's not like it's.
Yeah, so we'll take it maybe slightly slower than like traveling pace. One,
Okay, well,
that
I mean-
lets me pick the best path, and 2, if something needs
Be
to
cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay aware.
If I'm honest, normal rate is probably about right. I mean, if you go slow, you're using stealth, so I don't think
Well,
you're
no.
using stealth.
I'm really good at stealth.
So am
I mean, when I'm in the woods, I can stealth at normal pace, but
Yeah.
only when I'm on my own. So I can't stealth with these two like stood next to me. So
And if you walk away too far, then we get lost.
then you two get lost, and so yeah, I won't be doing that. So all right, let's just travel normal pace and just
Are you up front?
obviously, because otherwise you two would get lost.
Okay.
La 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 la
So
la.
for the first half hour, nothing. You're just traveling through the woods. And the same for the second half hour. There's basically he's been travelling for probably approximately sort of 2 miles or so, 1.5 miles, 2 miles through the woods.
Do we hear any other
obviously-
noises other than just like just
we have
like
a-
normal
do-
wooded, like doing like any howls or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's sort of noises and there's rumblings in the undergrowth and things, and the things in the distance. Do we have some passive wisdom?
Passive wisdom.
Perception. Is that what you're
Yeah,
after?
passive perception.
Yeah.
Mine's 11.
Mine's 9.
Mine's
What's
30.
yours?
3.
Oh, check you out.
Yeah. I mean, beyond the sound of snapping twigs, and some
We can't tell. It's just just normal wooden noises.
Is it,
Yeah.
The wood itself, is it like quite lively, or is it more like a dead wood? Like, it's quite grim.
It's grim. It's very grim. It's pine forest as it is elsewhere. You're moving through the undergrowth. There's not, as you get into it, it's hard going, but it would be hard going if it wasn't for your skill. But it's still it's just dark. You can't see very far. You can see probably 20, 30 feet in any direction. Then it becomes dark with the tree cover and the canopies. It's very difficult to see, and there's slight amounts of mist in there. But it's just you're just kind of moving through the woods at the moment.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Are we chatting on the way? We just kind of like getting to know each other and swapping war stories and things like that.
It's one time at thief camp.
There was a bear, and I stole its paws and its skin.
This one time in a church, accidentally fight with bed.
That was not you. That was good.
Sorry, I saved the church from getting set.
Yeah, there we go.
Ed.
We are heroes.
As you are kind of getting into the kind of what you feel like is a final stretch of your visit, you catch a whiff of pipe smoke in the cold air and hear laughter through the fog.
Oh. Can I tell what direction?
It's basically down in front of you, from what you can tell.
So,
Throw up the hole.
I just look at you strange and go,
Yeah, I have no idea what I just did.
I want to melt into the background a bit.
Oh, yeah, good. I'll be like, sensor.
so we're going to stealth.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to do very well.
I mean, I'll try. I mean,
You get disadvantage at stealth, though, don't you?
yeah,
Don't
but
stealth.
it's better than not stealthing.
I'm gonna let me and the rogue sneak up.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm just going to stand perfectly still.
Just hold your position. If you hear shit go down, charge in.
Well, okay. I mean, I could
So, yeah,
try.
we're stealth-forward.
It's all right. I'm good at this stealthiness in forests.
Can you roll a check?
13.
12.
Can I try?
No.
So where are you at then? Where are you at? Sorry.
So we're going to go in the direction of the noise. I'm going to go to the right. Ascends is going to go to the left a bit, and we're going to try and like.
And I'm getting ready to run up through the middle
Okay.
if I hear any noises. But until then, I'm going to stand perfectly still.
And chances are we've got this.
Okay. So, as you approach the sound and the laughter, and you see that there's three what look like Visanti sat drinking from wineskins and telling ghost stories.
Ah,
Can I see any markings on them?
Well, but basically, look similar to the Basanti you saw before. Apart from these guys are actually armed,
oh,
like heavily armed, and they are obviously they've been out doing whatever they're doing. But they yes, you see them sat sort of clustered together. Two of them have a back to you, Sansa, and one has a back to you, Prego.
so there's only 3 that we can see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And how far away are they?
Well, you guys, they've moved about 20 feet away from you, and they can see them in a sort of slight clearing of trees, but still kind of in the trees.
So we're like
And
40 yards away
yeah.
from me, maybe 50.
I'd say 30 or 40 feet away from you, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But I can't see these now.
No, you don't know of their existence.
I'm Jon Snowing.
I want to just listen in to what they're saying to see if I can. Oh, do I want to listen in, or do I want to try and sort of? I want to get a feel for who they are. I'll listen in.
Okay. Yeah. So they sit there and they're drinking wine, and one says, "Ha! We did well at that last grave we robbed."
Right, that's it. That's all I need to hear.
And the other goes, "I prefer the rabbits I caught
Ah,
than the grave we robbed."
Right. Prego, cover us. Oh,
I
I
say-
got it. Okay.
And they say, and we must probably travel back to Barovia very soon and spend some of his money.
Oh, they got money.
Yeah, but where did they get it from? Have they just earned it, or have we literally?
Robbed it from the graves.
That's a good point. They've just mentioned grave. I think we take them down. I'll signal with mine and Ascenzi's hand signs that we've made up.
Yeah.
I get to use my monster manual. It's so cool. Adult black dragon. There we are.
Don't worry, guys, I'm coming.
Sorry, I speak just.
Leroy Jenkins.
I thought it was funny.
I think we're gonna need. I think we need more than 3 people.
Mate, just chuck your bomb straight in their fire.
I mean, you want to hold on to that until you actually find a black dragon.
Right.
Right, so what we're doing, gents? Are we going in talking, or are we just going in with arrows flying?
I can't hear you guys because
You-
you left me behind.
Joe Rock hasn't learned our complex hand signals yet either.
No, I can't. No, you're stealth. I can't even see you.
No, I know, but we've developed a good hand signal
Right, the old.
communication in our years of traveling together. The
You just told me. You just told me to wait for the signal,
Yeah, I know.
which I
I'm
assume
hoping-
is screaming.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping you figure. I'm hoping you figure that out.
Somebody's in pain. Time to smash things.
Right. Okay.
Right. If you
One
hold,
last.
I'll hide behind the tree. I'll just whistle, see what the reaction is.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. See if they instantly draw weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how far away am I, DM?
Well, you're both about 10 to so let's say 15 feet either side of the kind of a slight clearing, and they are sat basically in that clearing.
Wait. Am I better at close combat than you are? I'm just thinking, do I walk out and be like, hello, and then you see how they react and you cover me?
Do it that way, because I am better with the bow.
Okay.
Doesn't the rogue get extra damage during stealth attacks as well?
That's also what I'm thinking. Yeah, so okay, I'll go I'll
got 2+ daggers.
I'll draw my short swords. Actually, no, I'm not even going to draw them yet. I'm just gonna go out unarmed.
At this point, I want to draw my short sword and.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I'm drawing in the dirt.
So I do my little hand signals. And I'm just gonna step out and say, "Good evening, travellers."
Evening, sir. As they stand up and face you.
Do they
Why are
look?
you?
Have they gone for their weapons at all?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yet.
I'm a.
Oops. No, they haven't got for the weapons. They stand there and go,
I'm just
You
the traveller on my way to Barovia.
you are travelling on your own through the forest?
Yes, I'm
That's
a
very-
ranger. I'm a ranger by trade.
That's a very strange way to travel, sir. Very strange.
It's not uncommon of my people.
On your own?
The Visanti brought me here.
Visanti? A very brave people, Visanti. Very brave. So who brought you here?
Scarabanger?
No, it was Dave and Bongo.
That was it.
Dave Voldemort.
Bongo.
Bongo Voldemort.
Fucking Dave.
I'll tell you a story about Bongo and his huge dagger. No.
Missing nose.
So you were here on your own.
Yes. I travel alone. It's quieter.
Deception.
Peaceful.
Deception.
Yeah. That's pretty decent-ish. Wait, where's... yeah, look, 16. I'll take it.
I rolled a 17. They are now looking at you very quizzically. You are an adventurer, and you are traveling in these woods on your own, and you come across us here, like this, and you walk out and talk to us. We find this very strange.
I mean, I would as well in your position. But I'd rather make myself known than try and sneak past you.
Well, if you're on your own, you need protection.
Oh no, I've taken care of myself.
We can protect you. We can take you to wherever you need to go. It would only cost you 100 gold pieces.
Ah, I see. Yeah, as you can probably tell by my attire, I don't carry that sort of money around with me.
Ah, really? What else do you have?
I've got this.
What's that?
Shoot him down!
What are you doing?
You ever seen Team America?
Oh, what you?
That's the signal.
Okay. Is that the signal?
That's the signal.
That's the practice signal.
He's saying, "Kiss me, kiss me."
That's me.
Right. I'm
so
gonna
what
let loose an arrow at the one talking to his face.
Okay, I'll give you a sneak. I'll give you a sneak attack as well for that one because they don't know you're there.
Right.
They haven't perceived. We haven't worked out you're there. So
They're all looking at me now, right?
I think you get advantage as well, don't you? For
I get an advantage, and I got an extra
2d6, is it? Yeah.
2d6.
Yeah. So if you roll your d20 for advantage, obviously you can roll it twice to see if you can improve your roll.
Roll a 20.
That's 19.
Right. You can roll it again. You can always take the 19 anyway, but
I'll take the 19.
you can roll it again regardless.
All right.
It doesn't.
If you have advantage, you'd roll twice and pick the highest.
You pick your highest score. You don't lose the
All
first
right. 19.
Sweet.
You rolled 19 twice.
No, 18 was my second one.
Ah, right. Okay. So very good rolling. Okay. So the arrow zings across and catches the guy, cleaning him ahead. You now roll for damage.
So that's 2d6 plus 5.
Is that with your stealth attack as well?
12. Yeah.
12.
Nice.
You kill him straight off. It goes straight through his eyeball into his brain, and basically takes him down in one foul swoop. And his two mates look at you, look at their friend falling, and scream, basically scream a battle cry, and then some kind of Byzantine battle cry. Bongo forever.
Just draw my two swords.
And pull their scimitars out. And now we roll for
Initiative.
Initiative.
So can we all roll, please?
11.
18.
8.
Right, I've rolled 5 twice. I've rolled 5 twice on a d20. 5 twice on a d20. Just so we are aware. But I have rolled so badly over the last couple of days. I've rolled so badly on dice. I am about to give up.
Chris, you want to get one of these?
A big one. It's a big dice.
No. It's a Cthulhu dice holder. It curses all your dice to roll 20s. So just so you, if you're the DM.
Okay, so I mean, obviously, I always forget Andy's character's name.
Drovok.
Yeah, Drovok. You can hear the commotion.
Did I hear the hit? Because obviously it's an arrow to the back of the head.
You heard the battle cry when they screamed.
You heard them cry, "You treacherous bastards!"
Me?
And obviously, bastard, even, yeah. Well, bastards, because they know the arrow didn't come from you, so obviously bastards. And obviously they've both drawn their swords and are about to swing at Prego. I want to say Prego, which is a total different. Prego.
I mean, I got a higher initiative, right? So I'm going to swing first.
Yeah, so basically, the initiative goes, what do you get, Asanza?
8.
8. So, what did you get?
I got 11.
So it goes Matt, Andy, Dave, then my 2 bandits.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be dead before they get it go.
So what do you want to do, Matt?
I'm gonna barrel into the closest one and just start stabbing.
Okie dokie. Make your combat
two short swords. First swing. 17.
Through his armor.
Second sword. Oh wait, I suppose I should do damage first. Don't I?
Yep.
Oh, I can do my Colossal Slayer. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my Colossal Slayer, so it's going to be an extra D8 of damage. Oh, he's probably dead. That's 14 damage.
Yeah, you've basically disemboweled him.
My second sword swing at the other guy. Is he close enough?
Yeah. Well, we're both either side. It's a couple of feet, but the distance you covered was less than your movement, so you can still make another move and your kind of final attack in that kind of initiative with a movement. So
21,
yeah,
21.
You rolled what, 21?
I think that hits. You might want to check that.
Wait, hang on. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack roll. Okay, right. Yeah, so 21 on the hit roll, but I don't get the bonus damage, so it's only going to be 1d6 damage.
Okay.
For 6 damage. Go Rohan.
Great. Rohan, I don't understand this word Rohan. It's a different universe. Just so you know.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah. This is Bandit Ringo, who's took a bit of a hit in there. No, he's still staggering around alive at the moment. So Next player's initiative. What do you want to do?
I believe it's me next.
It is.
Obviously, I can hear the fighting, but I can't
See it.
see it. And they're 40 feet away.
Ish.
Ish, about 30 odd. I think you're gonna have to take your action as movement to move up into the clearing.
Well, I guess I can dash, so I'll double my movement.
Yes. I'm not entirely sure how. Yeah, go on. You can dash.
It uses its full turn basically to go double.
Yeah,
double
it
distance.
uses my full that is my action, so I get to move like twice.
Okay.
So I'll move in, make sure I'm in the clearing, and then keep going, and then I will just come nice and close, like within striking distance of the other guy.
Yeah. Give them two targets.
I want to try and see if I can get Baron one side of it and myself the other side of the guy.
Yeah. If you think about in your head the images, you've come out the woods directly to his left, and I'll have to get D&D Beyond up with all your names in it, and the other Dragonborn is directly in front.
Yeah.
So the Brago is right in front. You've come out to the clearing on the left, and stood behind him in the woods still.
Yeah.
Is the rogue of his bow.
Okay.
So the rogue is next, and Sanzar is basically next on his.
Oh, with my bonus action, sorry, can I just say to Debrago, good strike?
Thanks, brother.
You can give a little bit of a sort of
High five,
virtual fist pump.
Yeah,
like virtual fist pump kind of thing going on.
Verbal fist bump.
Just
Yo, awesome work, dude.
So good.
Yeah, should have seen that
Get
dude.
to the chopper.
Anywho,
sensor. Finish this.
Sanzar,
Right, I
what
want
do you
to
wish to do?
take out my hand crossbow and then shoot him in the back of the head.
So the hand crossbow need loading, I'm assuming.
It's already loaded.
It's already loaded.
Yeah, made loaded.
Ready. Okay.
That's
right.
That's what I'm claiming. So
Hold on. I rolled a 6, so I'll let you have it. Yeah. So basically,
roll.
what have you rolled? Yep.
13.
Yeah. Penetrates his armor. Past his armor.
1d6. Where's my d6? Plus 4.
Okay.
5.
Yeah. Took him down. So he falls to the floor with a crossbow bolt in his back.
I kick him in the head as he goes down.
Boom! Innocent Byzantine type sitting around a fire.
They weren't innocent.
drinking wine.
They weren't innocent.
Yeah.
They were aggravating me, friend.
What?
Is this where like you just plant the loaded gun and the cocaine on him? Like, look, they're really... These guys are so bad.
Actually, we've got those salt and pepper shakers. We could hide them on them.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they were digging up graves, and you know.
Yeah.
Did they have a wagon here, or were they just sitting on fire?
No. Just basically out and about.
I'll search the leader guy that was chatting shit to me.
Yeah, you find 3 gemstones on him.
I'm keeping those this time.
Ooh.
How much are they worth again? I'll share it out later.
Yeah. 50 GP each by approximate value in a
Nice.
good
down at 50.
in water deep. There'll be about 50 GP each.
Ravensloft's not part of the Brexit deal, are they?
No.
Economy's dropped a bit there.
Well,
like.
I'm not being funny, but you can almost imagine this is what the UK is going to be like after we leave Europe. Really. and then we're surrounded by an impenetrable fog, and we have a vampire as our leader. So yeah, I think we could probably. go
And there's a
and see
lot
that's
of corpse robbing again.
I'm going to
Yeah, exactly.
take me crossbow bolt back and the arrow,
Okay.
and then I'm going to reload my crossbow.
Anything else that they might have that is useful?
No.
I'm just
They
going
were
to
just-
say a quick prayer and bless them and do the old I hope you don't come back as a zombie thing.
That's
Be
fair.
honest.
Chop the heads off.
We,
Chop the heads off.
we only just had sort of slashing swords and stuff on them, and obviously quite nice pantaloons. But apart from that, you've basically just.
I mean, technically, I didn't do anything, so.
I mean, I literally ran in, slashed one, ducked under,
Oh.
stabbed the other guy.
I shot 2 in the head.
And shot 2 in the head.
And then he just went down, and I was like, "How dare you die before I get to stab you again?" I kicked him in the head.
But
I just ran.
They basically asked you if you wanted to buy 100 gold pieces to have some safety on your journey.
And you said no.
I ain't paying no protection racket.
Which inflamed you that much you had to kill all of them.
Matt,
Wow.
you should charge them like 500 for your protection.
Exactly.
Like, no, you need my protection.
I think you'll find our protection is better.
Yeah, but we never got to that part of the conversation, did we?
I didn't realise it was a negotiation. To be fair,
It was. I mean, it was some intimidation from their part to say you will
looks
pay.
like negotiations are over.
And then I got arrows in the bracket.
So, what do you want to do next?
I'll
For
chop
group
heads off.
for future reference, Chris, on page 192 is all the abilities you can do in combat. So like your dash, your help, and things like that in there.
Yeah.
Just
Cool.
for heads up.
Super. I'm actually going to put some tags in my book actually, which will help.
Yeah, I've done that. Super useful.
Yeah, I found all the non-player characters at the back of the monsters book, which is useful as well, which is got all the bandit.
Oh yeah, like the Captain Guard and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is useful. So it's good.
Okay.
Is there like a campfire or something?
No, there was no campfire. They basically were having a rest, an innocent rest, talking about stuff and trying to tell stories, and then they got
Nah, see, they weren't Visanti. Visanti wouldn't tell stories without a campfire. That's all I'm saying.
Stereotype.
From what I've learned of the Visanti, if there's not a campfire, there's no stories.
They're not real Visanti.
Cool. Yeah, fair play. I mean, it makes perfect sense.
So does it look like there were just 3 of them walking? So I guess one of them had like a shovel or something.
Well, I mean, basically, yeah. I mean, grave robbing can come in a number of different forms. It could be that they're robbing crypts and things like that, or they're robbing battlefields. But you don't know now because basically they're pretty much dead.
So what do we do with the
Unless
bodies?
you
Are we just gonna leave them where they are, or are we just gonna put them into the forest a bit? Or
Yeah, let's just chuck them in the forest.
Chop the heads off.
The way Chris has described this forest,
Yeah.
no one's going to find them if they're not in a clearing.
It's
Yeah,
Mirkwood.
Dave, I'm gonna give you my my battle axe, so you can use that to chop heads off because I think that'll be easier.
So I'm going to chop the heads off and then hide the bodies.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the heads?
Oh
We'll
no!
throw them in as well.
Chopping them. I just don't want them to come back.
Oh, okay, got you. Right, let's do it. I agree. Undead.
Yeah.
Let's do it now. We could just burn them.
No.
No, that'll create smoke.
Yeah, fair. Let's just go on, do it. I'll hold out the first one. Let's put him over a stump.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about this because I'm neutral good, so I guess I'm not very happy with this. But then,
Yeah, you're also neutrally good against the undead, right?
yeah,
There we
so.
go. This is for the greater good.
But I didn't see it, so I guess like as long as you continue to lie to me that this thing happened, then we're all good.
He shouted at you, brother.
This scum tried to knife me.
I mean, that's what I heard. So I mean, I don't know any wiser.
So technically,
Can I insight them to find out what actually happened?
You can try it, yeah.
Okay. Who's this against?
Me.
Okay, I'm
No.
gonna try an insight.
Oh, against your.
Yeah, because obviously I don't know what's happened, and they've just said, "Oh, this happened."
Right, so he's trying to deceive you.
I'm not trying.
So,
I'm not trying to tell you. No, I'm not deceiving him. I'm telling him what happened.
so you said they tried to knife you.
No. I'm saying they tried to extort money and they were grave robbing.
Okay.
As far as I know,
So,
that's the truth.
I mean, grave robbing is technically illegal. I'm lawful good, so yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it's fine.
all right. Yep.
Yep.
Cool. So
Heads are chopped off, bodies are dumped.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Let's move on. Let's keep going. Back on our journey.
So 3 people went out hunting and we've killed them, chopped their heads off.
Is anyone else hungry at this point?
Oh mate, I had a snack while we were dumping the bodies.
I had the rabbits.
I forgot about the rabbits.
So have you actually grabbed the rabbits off him?
I'll grab
Census got the rabbits.
Jesus. You lads have absolutely no.
You did say they had nice pantaloons. Are they sellable pantaloons?
We're not taking
my
their pants.
Stripping, covered in blood, really, from honest with you. But
These pantaloons are not worth selling.
So our serial killer mark is we behead them and take the pants. Let's get them out.
And steal their rabbits.
Oh god.
Anyway, we carry on with our little journey.
We carry on. Matt is up front.
I'm off.
okay, so as you clear the forest, tall shapes loom up with dense fog that surround everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognised as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out the pools of blackness. No sound cuts for silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance.
Well, that sounds spooky.
Paladin, this is one for you. After you.
This is quite a large establishment you've just walked into. You come in from a kind of northwest end, like traveling in a northwesterly direction into the village.
Do we see much movement?
No, there's very no movement at all.
Right, I want to stealth up to the closest house and like look down the street, see if we can see out. Do you want to roll?
I mean, you can see that all the shops in the village are permanently closed, and
Permanently closed.
everything just looks basically like it's
Abandoned.
unoccupied. Unoccupied shops have been looted, and there's claw marks cover most of the walls.
Is there any symbols, anything hanging on the doors?
No,
Religious items? No.
I mean, you can search houses if you want.
Should we search the closest house? See what one?
Did you say we heard sobbing?
Yeah.
Where was that? What can we tell where that's coming from?
It's coming from further down the street. But...
Okay, well, let's not go there yet.
With the claw marks, can we investigate that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, I want to investigate that one.
So I guess intelligence.
Can I try a survival to see if I know what sort of animal made it?
20 for me, Chris.
That's a 16 for me.
Nature or survival? If I want to try and tell what kind of creature would make them.
Nature.
That's nature.
Correct. 22 in total, but I rolled a 20.
Yeah, I mean, there's a mixture. It looks like human, almost human-like claw marks, like size hands, and then there's much larger that look like wolf or werewolf style kind of claw marks as well.
And once again, I'm done. Let's go. Problem solved. They have a werewolf problem. We figured it out. Let's go.
I don't know how to kill werewolves.
Silver.
Is it though?
It might be.
In the land of D&D, probably not.
Can we roll like an intelligence or something like that, just to know if how to kill werewolves, or if you've come across them before?
I mean, I could take another nature check. Or would it be?
I mean, like, would we know how? Like, would we know what we need?
I don't know if you know what you need. I'm actually wondering if it's a common creature as such.
What about history? Like, not like lore?
Yeah, like an arcana or history check probably is going to be the.
I'll try history.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an unusual creature from the point of view of what you might find in the world you deal in.
But then again, like, how often is it we come across? I mean, it could just be folk lore. They go, oh yeah, you need like a wooden stake for a vampire. Nah, it's not.
Apparently, even though I can recognise its scratch marks, I have no idea what a werewolf is.
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah. It could be a big wolf. Yeah. I mean, sort of, you liken tropes. It was different types as boars and werewolves.
Well, I've got more to
Werepigs.
alligator.
A werebear. Oh, a wererat. I mean, your point here is that, I mean, that it's just really what they're immune to or not immune to.
But because we've never come across it ourselves, we wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
Then,
So
okay.
Yeah.
Right, so what shall we do? Go towards the crying and the sobbing, or investigate the house or something?
Well, the houses look like they're pretty, like, shut up and gone. So, I mean, we could go in and investigate, but I doubt we'll find anything.
But you got to remember to come nightfall.
Yeah.
So we might have to make somewhere safe for the night.
Well, maybe this woman or thing crying could help us. Give a sanctuary for the night. If not, we can always bail and just go into a house.
What with her outside? What do you want to do? I'm easy.
I feel like the good guy in me wants to go find out what the sobbing is.
You're gonna hate me because I'm gonna go the good way every time.
I know, so I'm gonna follow you this time.
You're gonna follow me? Okay, so I'm gonna go down the street going clang, 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 clang.
I'm gonna get slightly quieter behind you.
as you're going down the street, you can kind of hear like muffled footsteps in a house like next to you, and the same in the next house, and then the next house. In the next house, you hear a kind of moaning noise, and they kind of like they're banging against the door. And then in the next house, you can hear like a scratching and a scribbling around, and then you come to basically a crossroads in a village. So you've got the crying is coming. It's coming from. It is coming from your right-hand side, a bit further down the street. But there seems to be a couple houses here which seem to be lived in. There's a large there's 2 large buildings which do seem to be lived in, and then there's this one where the crying's coming from further down the street, which seems to be as well.
Where to, brother? Your choice.
Well, I want to find this. I want to.
Yeah, there's one on the right of you. Looks like a tavern.
Well, my mind's made up. Bye, brother.
The one on the left of you looks like a mercantile store, like a basic kind of
Store.
store. And then I'd say further down the street, past the mercantile store, is one with the crying.
I'm gonna go and talk to this woman crying.
Does the tavern look like it's open? Like, is it like boarded up, or is it just?
Yeah, the tavern looks open. The tavern is open.
I walk over to the door.
Okay, so you're walking towards the tavern. You're walking towards the crying, and Azar, what are you doing?
I'm just on the opposite side of the street, just watching both of them.
Okay.
A safe distance.
As you walk down the street towards the crying, a moaning sob floats through the still grey streets, colouring your thoughts with sadness. The sound flows from a dark 2-story townhouse.
Do I get any sort of like horrible, like evil vibes here?
No, as you approach the townhouse, you can see it's been boarded up and barricaded from the inside.
Okay.
And the building's about 40 feet square in its size.
So the crying's coming from within.
Yeah.
Is it like the front door? I guess it hasn't been boarded up. It's boarding on from the inside. Can I bang on the door?
Yeah. You just kind of you hear his crying coming out. Yeah. Crying coming out of the house.
Is it like a wail? Or just like a is it like a girl crying, or is it like a woman crying?
It's a woman crying.
And she's not answering my banging on the door.
No.
Alien woman.
Then I will swiftly about turn and go towards the tavern to meet my brother.
Whoa.
No one's home.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm not going to break down the door. I mean, if she's in there sobbing, then she's in there sobbing. There's not much I can do.
So as this is back to Brago, as you approach the tavern, a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square. Its brightness looks like a solid pillar in a heavy fog. Above the gaping door, a sign hangs, precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
The blood of the
Divine Tavern?
Oh,
Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Oh, blood of the vine. Yeah, I go in. Tavern's a tavern.
Tavern's a tavern.
Every good adventure starts in a tavern. And we're already midway through.
I was going to say, last words.
So as you walk in, you can see this is a finely appointed tavern, but it's grown shoddy over the years.
Damn it.
It's a blazing fire in the hearth,
Yes.
gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. They include the barkeep, three of his auntie sitting together, and a man named, I can't see what name's name, you haven't found it yet, and a man.
Okay. So there's a group of three, a guy on his own and the barkeep.
Yeah.
I walk up to the barkeep and I'm like, 3
All
pints,
of this.
please.
Never were good at counting.
My wisdom still shows that.
You're buying these, right?
Yeah, I got these.
A pudgy man named he's a pudgy little man who attends a bar. He mindlessly cleans the glasses one after another, and then they all clean. He starts over. You've spoken to him. He takes orders for drinks in a dull, hollow voice. He says, "Oh, A small wine costs 1 quarter piece. A pitcher of wine costs 1 silver piece. We don't have any pints. When he goes back to returning it to clean his glasses.
Just
And I say, he's full of the joys of spring, isn't he?
I just look over my shoulder at a sensor. I'm just like, I just want some help. I'll just take a bottle of your wine, please.
A pitcher of wine is 1 silver piece.
Yes, I'll put 2 silver pieces on. And just be
That's
like,
two.
it.
That's 2 pitchers of wine. Here's the 2 pitchers of wine, and here's 3 glasses.
Thank you. And we'll go and take a seat. Just describe like the door, bar. But there's a group of 3 and a guy. Where are they sat roughly?
There's a 3 Visanti sat there. They're trying to warm themselves around the fire.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, is there like a table adjacent to both groups so we can mingle?
Yeah. So, and there's a single sat on his own as well, sipping his wine in the corner.
Do you think it's worth getting another bowl for the other 3 gents and just like like is it a way of greetings and just give like a bowl? Okay, fine.
Not yet.
All right. We're here to find okay.
The guy on his own looks up and sees you and he goes, "Come over, join me."
All right.
Okay.
Have you paid for this wine?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have bought you wine.
It's fine. Share ours, friend.
We'll do rounds, mate. It'll be fine.
2 bottles each.
We'll start a kitty. I'll pour him a glass out of ours. I'm just like, have a top up.
Oh, thank you. Well, what brings you, gentlemen, you worthy fighters and adventurers to Barovia?
Yeah, just walking through, finding out the local lay of the land.
Yeah, just what you said, really. We've come in by accident almost and just finding our way through.
Yes.
How about yourself? Are you local to these parts?
Yes, I am. My name is Mark. and I am the son. I am the son of the burgomaster of this village.
The Burgermaster or the Burgermeister?
Burgomaster.
Awesome.
Jägermeister.
Kolyan Indrovich.
So you've lived in this town long then?
All my life.
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
So
Me and my sister.
Where's your sister live?
And with us at the Burgomaster house. Where else?
Which house is that? We've had a quick look around. But...
My sister is called Irina.
Does she cry?
Oh no. You were no. That is Mad Mary. She is
Mad?
inconsolable. She is inconsolable grief.
Why? May I ask?
I probably shouldn't tell you a story. I will.
We do love a story.
We do love a story.
We've heard many stories.
Since arriving in these lands.
Here, have some more wine.
Why pay for that?
Mary hid her beloved daughter, Gertruda, in this house for the girl's entire life. But when she became a teenager, she broke out. About a week ago, and no one has seen her since.
Oh,
Her mother fears the worst.
as any good parent would.
Yeah, good parent.
Yeah, they think she's dressed as a Visanti and she is hunting rabbits. No, she does not.
Some good news. And some bad news.
We found the rabbits.
No. If I'd read all this beforehand, she may well have been. Anyway, no. Yeah. So she goes, only thing she does is sit in the room and clutches a doll that belonged to Gertruda. We do not know her fate.
What's with all boarded up windows around the town? Why is it so quiet?
How do I explain it to you? It's to do with the Devil Strahd.
Yeah, we've heard of him.
He
I've heard of him in a couple of stories.
yeah,
Sounds like a nice fellow.
Yeah, he's a grand bloke. Great for a pint. He lives in his castle above his village. I don't know if you saw it on your way in.
No, the fog's quite
No,
dense.
yeah.
Where could we see it from?
Well, you can see it from the village once the fog isn't there, and the fog will clear at some point.
I'm assuming it's quite late in the day now.
Yeah, it's getting towards the evening. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to burn off anytime soon. Is there lodging available for three travel wary?
If you speak to our cheery barkeep, Arik, he will sort you out with lodging for the evening.
Oh well, thank you. Where's the rest of the population gone then? Are they just up and left, or they disappeared, or?
Some are hidden. Some have disappeared. Some are still in their houses and will not come out at night, basically, for fear.
What does come out at night?
All manner of creatures roam this place. You must be careful.
We had screams scratching inside boarded up houses.
Oh, well,
moans and groans.
That could be linked to Strahd and his devil. There's creatures which are not dead but dead but undead.
Can I insight check him? Make sure he's not like leading us astray.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Yeah. Basically, you can sense he's telling the truth. He's quite tight-lipped on most things. He doesn't like to talk about things outside of us, but he's quite happy to talk about Strahd and some basic stuff. But yeah, he's pretty much on. You can't sense any deception in him. He seems to be honest.
So when did all this start then?
Sorry?
When did all this start?
Been here all my life. It's the Strahd has been like he is for many years now. I could ask maybe as a favour of you. Could I ask your help?
Depends on the favour.
What is it you would ask, friend?
My adopted sister. She needs protecting.
Arena,
yes, well remembered. I need her escorting to a settlement in the heart of the valley called Valaki. It's beyond the Castle Raven. It's out of sight of Castle Ravenloft, and I hope beyond the reach of Strahd.
You do realise that this could cost?
Yeah. I will pay.
It would appear to take us out of our journey's route, but
okay.
We are trying to explore the area, so learning more of the land would still be a good thing.
I mean, if you want, I can accompany you to take my sister to somewhere safe.
why don't you just take your sister by yourself?
I don't think I'm strong enough on my own, and she will be vulnerable when she leaves her home through Strahd.
Is Strahd interested in it for some reason?
He seems to be very interested in her.
Well,
Is it something to do with like you being the Bergmeister, or the fact that she's your adopted sister?
But no, he just seems to have a great interest in her, and he does seem to pop up whenever he feels like.
when you say adopted,
She-
like where did you adopt her from? Is this why?
Well, I don't know too much about the background of my sister beyond that she is not my true sister, but she is my sister.
Of course. Fine. Let us help you.
Can I count it? Well, let me pay for your night's accommodation.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, I will eat with you, and we'll see about the food, and then you shall help me in the morning.
Do we call the bartender over, or the barkeep over?
Damn right we do. Make him walk to us.
What was his name? Like
Mr. Happy.
Arik.
Jolly or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jolly Arik. No, you call him, he just looks up and goes, and turns around and starts cleaning the glasses again.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna call to him and be like, I would like 3 rooms for the night, please. I guess we want 3 rooms, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk to them people sitting in front of the fire.
Okay.
I need silver if you want rooms.
How much silver, good sir?
5 silver pieces each per night.
Mark, pay the man.
So I'm going to talk to them 3 in front of the fire.
Ah, hello, stranger.
Hello, good sirs.
I own this tavern. I welcome you.
So they said they owned it.
Yeah.
I own this tavern. I welcome you to my tavern.
It's very strange to see your type of people owning buildings of brick and mortar.
I do not really understand what you mean, stranger. I should not own a tavern? You saying I shouldn't buy house? I don't understand.
I just thought it was like travelling around more than.
Maybe I still travel. Maybe I still travel. Maybe I don't. Or I'm not always here. But why is this business of yours?
Just asking questions, mate.
Okay.
Is it safe in there at night time then?
Are you calling my establishment unsafe?
No, I'm asking. Is it safe?
It's safe enough
Then I'll
For
call
your
it safe and what?
for your type.
Hey. What do you mean, my type?
A foreigner from different lands.
I'm a traveller like you and your people are.
You did not, anyway. You go and drink your wine, and I will drink my wine. And that will be that. I'm glad you're staying.
Then I took him a rabbit for his trouble. He says, there's a rabbit. Eat it.
Thank you, stranger. Just what I wanted. Somebody else has killed rabbits. Thank you. My 3 brothers are in the woods at the moment killing rabbits.
Oh no, we're gonna have to kill them as well.
Looks like a midnight stabbing.
To be fair though, I don't. If they're all as easy to kill as those guys in the woods, this village we could murder in a night.
I was gonna say we could like quite easily be as bad as this guy, like this Danford guy.
Yeah, we could be the arch Stroud.
However, we're not.
Anyway, we're not.
So-
I think, yeah, that's a good opportunity there, isn't it? So you're going to stay the night in the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you're going to help in the
Yeah.
morning with moving his
With an
stepsister.
Yeah, with an escort.
So
Arena.
Irina and Ismark the Lesser, as he's known.
Mm-hmm.
And the Burgomaster.
And the Burgomaster might be happy, yeah, but I don't know if we're wait and see when you meet him. In reality, that's probably a good place to stop.
Yeah.
So you can have a long rest now, and have a good night's sleep. One last thing here. You all have a very similar dream when you're sleeping. Yeah. So you're all stood under a raging storm cloud, and you can see a lone figure stands silhouetted against an ancient wall of walls of Castle Ravenloft. It is Count Strahd. He's staring down at you in the village, but you can see you're stood next to him almost, or stood with him, and you're staring down at the village as well. A cold bit of wind spins dead leaves about him, filling his cape in the darkness. And the lightning splits the clouds overhead, casting stark white streaks across him. Strahd turns to the sky, revealing the angular muscles of his face and his hands, with a look of power and of madness. His once handsome face is contorted by tragedy darker than the night itself. As rumbling thunder pounds the castle spires, the wind howling increases, Strahd turns his gaze back to the village where you are lying, but you are stood next to him. Far below you, yet not yet beyond his ken, he sees you in the inn, asleep in your beds. His face twists into a smile as his dark plan unfolds.